what did you say when Biden called you and said he wasn't running? Well, I immediately thought of him first. No, you didn't. You know, I mean, fracking. Dana Bash had her dead to rights. I was like, you said this. I have the quote. I'm reading it to you. You said there should be a ban on fracking. Why can't they just go, yeah, you know what? I got it wrong. I was talking to the wrong people. You know, she's had this ridiculously high...
Lately, Bill Maher has taken aim at CNN for constantly tearing into Donald Trump while going all out to lift up Clay Harris. And trust me, this is not the kind of commentary the left will enjoy hearing. Maher didn't hold back. He accused the network of extreme favoritism and of crafting every possible storyline to shield Democrats, calling it a major reason Harris's momentum collapsed. His criticism wasn't just sharp, it was one of the hardest hits he's thrown at CNN in ages. So brace yourself, because this one stings. And if you haven't already, tap that subscribe button. All right, here we go. Maher points straight at the root of it. CNN has become the place where every political side is supposedly represented, except that the coverage tells a very different story.
CNN is the place where both sides can watch. And
I'm talking about the people on CNN. And I know what the conservative side of America thinks, and I don't blame them. They were just gushing about how great a speech it was. And I think she did fine. I didn't think it was as good as they were making.
Whenever Kamala managed to string together even a somewhat clear sentence, the network practically melted with excitement. Suddenly, a simple message for change was treated like a groundbreaking master plan. Commentators acted as if she had just uncovered the secret to fixing the entire planet. They brought in experts, academics, and a parade of talkers to assure viewers that Kamala was the shining return of political brilliance, the leader with every solution tucked neatly under her sleeve. Spoiler alert, she wasn't. And this is where Maher does something bold. He calls out CNN's over-the-top cheerleading with total precision. He labels it for what it was: desperate, manipulative, and honestly, embarrassing. Instead of reporting news, CNN felt more like a brand being used for promotion and image building. It was less journalism and more glossy marketing dressed up as serious coverage.
Like tokenism. It's kind of like the same as The View.
I don't think that you can say that CNN is anything but fair. Everyone who was speaking last night, it's not like they were all Democrats. I mean, Dana Bash, Jake Tapper, Abby Phillip.
They come across
giving analysis.
They come across that way. In a moment like that, it was like 5 to 1. It always looks like 5.
Caitlin Collins, using her calm, everything's fine voice, tried to defend CNN by reminding everyone that the network does air Republican conventions and sometimes brings on GOP guests. Nice effort, but Maher wasn't buying it. He didn't argue that conservatives never show up. His point was that it's never a fair setup. The balance is always tilted. It's usually 5 commentators on one side and a single Republican sitting there like the easiest target in the room. That's when Maher dropped the real punch. He compared CNN's entire format to the tone of a trashy talk show. Yes, the same network that insists it's a pillar of serious journalism is now running panels that feel more like daytime drama than actual news. One person gets singled out and suddenly it's a pile-on. A crowd of left-leaning voices overpowering, mocking, and steamrolling anyone who dares to speak from a conservative viewpoint.
Do not trust CNN because it is so staunchly anti-Trump. He's not wrong, because they'll put on people like Adam Kinzinger or Anna Navarro, George Conway, and call them Republicans, or pretend that's being balanced by putting them on by saying, oh, see, these conservatives don't even like Trump. Only Scott Jennings over there can be called a conservative. And Maher is right. It's almost always 5 to 1 on shows they portray as news programs.
It's no surprise that so many people don't trust CNN anymore. Their idea of balance feels more like simple tokenism. They bring on Republicans who either can't make a strong argument or barely fit the definition of conservative at all. These so-called GOP guests aren't there to challenge anything. They're more like props, set up so the liberal panel can knock them down and feel triumphant. This kind of stage setup drives Bill Maher crazy, and honestly, it pushes a lot of viewers away too. People aren't foolish. They know when a network is shaping the conversation instead of reporting it. That's why plenty of conservatives and independents switch the channel. CNN isn't offering genuine debate. What they're giving you is pure performance. Then Maher tossed in a moment that made everything even clearer. Have you got the time? Someone asked. Yes, it is 4 on, but that wasn't the point. He was showing how words can be twisted so they no longer mean what they should. He reminded viewers of Tim Walz saying, "I talk like I like the American people." Maher's reaction? No, you don't. Not even close. He called it exactly what it was, another politician saying things that insult the audience's intelligence. Maher didn't hold back. He directly called out Tim Walz and Claire Harris for the obvious smiling dishonesty shown in their soft,
Have the time. Your answer is not, I do. If you, do you have the time? Yes, it's 4 o'clock.
Well,
you have to understand that words don't always mean what they mean.
And when Tim Walz said, like, the American people, I talk like they do. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're a huge liar, like all politicians are. I don't care, by the way. I've always said this about politics. They're all going to lie. They're politics. It's what they lie about. I don't give what you did during the Iraq War. You were in the Guard. So I don't understand why they just can't. You're just insulting my...
made-for-TV interviews. Walz was caught stretching the truth or completely rewriting it about his part in political and even military challenges, trying to present himself as some wise, seasoned leader. And Kamala, she has her own list of exaggerated claims. She boldly insisted she had been to the border, even though she hadn't. Then her team tried to spin a new story saying she wasn't on Joe Rogan's podcast because Rogan supposedly couldn't handle her presence. Maher didn't believe a single word. He called out the dishonesty directly, cutting through the polished public relations fog. This isn't ordinary political showmanship anymore. It's become a pattern, propped up by a media environment that refuses to question any of it. That's classic Clay Harris. Step around the question, shift the blame, and hope no one in the audience is paying close attention. It's practically her signature move at this point. Take fracking, for example. When her old stance became inconvenient, she quietly edited her own record, flat out denying what she once supported. And then came the infamous word salad moment, an unforgettable example of speaking for ages without delivering a single meaningful point.
No, I mean, fracking. Dana Bash had her dead to rights. I was like, you said this. I have the quote. I'm reading it to you. You said there should be a ban on fracking. Why can't they just go, yeah, you know what? I got it wrong. I was talking to the wrong people. You know, she's had this ridiculously high turnover. Like 42 of 47 people as vice president are gone. Just blame it on them. You know why these folks are gone? Gave me the wrong information on fracking.
When she was asked what she could do better than Joe Biden, she didn't provide a plan, a goal, or even a clear thought. Instead, she launched into one of the strangest rambles ever broadcast on television. Random bits and pieces tossed together as if they carried deep meaning when they really didn't. Maher couldn't resist pointing it out because it captures her style perfectly. Say a lot, explain almost nothing, and let the media pretend it was brilliant. More and more people are starting to see past the act. And then there's the topic of IVF, where Maher is completely wrong, not even close. He openly excuses the loss of innocent unborn children.
Bug up there is about IVF. I mean, I certainly understand abortion. You know, there's a baby growing in the womb. I get it. It's going to be a human. Doesn't bother me, but yes, it is. Again, doesn't bother me that it is.
You're not supposed to mess with that. That's what many people think. You're supposed to let.
Oh, I see.
Great man upstairs.
Oh,
yeah, it goes back to that stem cell debate that George Bush had.
Yes.
Remember? It goes like the Terry Schreiber. It's just like laugh. We support laugh.
Kids who suffer not because of their own actions, but because of adult irresponsibility. That moral blind spot is exactly why Maher can never fully cross into conservative territory. His contradictions would show instantly. On one hand, he never hesitates to criticize the Catholic Church for failing to protect children. Yet on the other hand, he treats unborn lives who deserve real consideration as if they don't matter at all. It isn't just mixed messaging, it's a deep inconsistency that many people can't overlook.